How's it going, guys? My name is Eric Van Wilderman, and I'm going to be reviewing a level called Machina by PotatoBaby. Mazl asked me if I wanted to review a level on his channel, and I decided I would take him up on that offer. So, overall, I really enjoyed this level. This level has a really good color layout, a really good aesthetic to it. I really like the neon colors. It has some really cool bits, like the pink and the blue really reminds me of the neon synthwave music, kind of like the 80s retro stuff that's making a comeback right now, especially in the electronica scene. It is a really cool aesthetic, and it really goes well with the level. Okay, so now we're just gonna go through the level and I'm gonna talk a bit about it. This beginning part, there's nothing much to say about it because it's just a simple icon section. This part right here where you gotta hit that blue jump ring and you have to jump up top. It could kill some people because you might hold the button down too long, and then you also have to jump through a one icon space part right there. But overall, it's just something that takes practice, and it's not something that's annoying, right? If you mess up there, it's kind of your fault. Now we have this rocket section, the ship section, and it looks awesome. The neon green colors are beautiful. The tiles in the background are cool. Nothing much to say about it because it's pretty basic, and it's not that hard either, so there's nothing really annoying there. Right now, it's just pretty much been warm up for the rest of the level. This is kind of where the level truly begins. So this wave section I really love because this is like the whole retro synth colors I was telling you about, and the wave section is not that hard. It looks tight at first, but it goes, it just flows really well together. The timings aren't that awkward for it. Then we move on to this part, which, you know, there was a time or two when I actually died coming out of that wave section because I either went too high up or I was too close to the wall. And I don't really like levels that can do that to you, where if you've gone through a wave section, like, if you're too close to one side of the wall, it will kill you. I don't like that, but I mean, overall, it's just a very minor thing, and usually you'll be in the middle of that pathway anyways. And then it goes on to this UFO section. You have a lot of space here, it's not bad. Now we're on to the first duel section. This first duel section can be a little confusing at first, but there is a rhyme to it. It's not glitchy. As you're going through here, I'm slowly going through, you do that first jump, and then you gotta jump as high as you can so you hit that portal with the robot, and then you jump as high as you can again, hold down the button, and you can let go now, and then you gotta hit that jump ring with the robot, and then you do a mini jump here, and then you basically just hit that jump ring at the top with the icon and just hold the button down for the rest of the time. You can just hold it down. This is one of the harder parts of the level, and because it's a lot harder than the rest of the level, I don't know how I feel about it being in here. I think they could have eased up on the timings a little bit, because you can really mess up. Like right here, what happened with me once is I actually died from the icon hitting that spike at the top for some reason when it was a duel like this, and I was really confused as to why I died. So it is a little bit glitchy, but it's not massively glitchy. It doesn't detract from the enjoyment of the level. Anyways, moving on. So now we have this. This is a really easy cube section, still with the cool aesthetic. I love the way it looks right here. Now this UFO section, it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, and it is one of the harder parts of the level, but you can get through here with a little bit of practice. And I gotta say, I was liking the neon colors, the neon green, also the neon pink and blue, but here I found the color scheme, I didn't really like this red color. I think there could have been a better color chosen here to go with the neon theme. Just doesn't seem as appropriate. And same thing here, I mean, the wave section's cool. It's kind of like, it's too similar to the other wave section though, I found. And so, you know, two sections that are exactly the same. Just, I mean, minor differences in obviously the pattern of the wave, but it was just too similar. I thought there could have been a different style of section here. It would have been a little neater. And also with the red colors, didn't like them as much. So now it's pretty simple going through that rocket section. Now we get to the second duel section, and the second duel section is, I wasn't a big fan of it because there were a couple times when I just found I wasn't hitting the button right, or the cube wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, and it just felt really flimsy. Like, each time I went through here, I was doing something differently, even though I felt like I was doing something the same. No matter how many times I practiced it, I wasn't getting through here consistently. Now, I was lucky when I actually got through here on normal mode the first time. I actually did manage to get through here, and that was good, but in practice mode, I was dying randomly a lot here, and it was kind of strange. So I don't know what was up with this section, but either way, right here, from here on out, it's pretty easy and it's pretty basic. The end of the level itself, it's a little tricky. You gotta have some pretty spot-on icon timings. It really reminded me of, like, 9 Circles, where at the end of 9 Circles, you have to go through kind of some tricky timings with the icon to make it to the end, and here, it has some tricky timings as well. Not as tricky as 9 Circles, but, you know, a little trickier than other ends of levels. And so that part, kinda, it could trip you up a little bit going through there, and I found some of the timings could have been eased up a little bit, just to go in sync with the difficulty of the rest of the level. But, overall, this level is a really cool level. I nitpicked a few things, but I'm only nitpicking these things because it's a review. I would still highly recommend this level for you to play. I can't believe it only has like 327 plays. This actually is a little bit of an eye-opener for me because it makes me believe that there are creators out there that are unknown that are creating amazing levels like this. And so I will keep my eye out for them. I myself am going to upload my complete run of this on my second channel, and you've seen the review here on Mazl's channel. I really hope you enjoyed the review. I thought I touched base on a few of the things I wanted to touch base on, but remember, like I said, there were a few things I was nitpicking. It's just because it's a review, but this level is great, and you should definitely check it out. It is fun to play. So anyways, I really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, that's the end of the review.